Hi everybody, I'm Raquel. Welcome to your practice. Today we're going to focus on opening and strengthening the upper body, but specifically paying attention to the actions that your shoulder blades need to know when you do your chaturanga. So before loading our wrists in this very challenging pose that is chaturanga, we are going to do a bunch of openers and strengtheners standing, and then towards the end of our sequence play a little bit with stepping into plank and finding those actions first, and also doing some push-ups. So we'll see how that goes. We are going to need just a couple of blocks. Okay, so as you come to your yoga mat, we're going to do most of our warm-ups standing today. So find your Tadasana mountain pose position, feet hip width apart. Let's just start easy. So inhale, arms to the sides and up towards the ceiling. And then interlace the fingers, bring the arms up. For this first side bend, keep the hips right where they are. And then you side bend from the ribs to the right. So don't move the hips, just your ribs. And then as you inhale all the way up, and then you side bend the other way. And then inhale, arms up. As you exhale, arms out to the side. So roll the shoulders about 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Open your arms out into cactus. Have the middle finger straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, close your cactus. Elbows touch, palms touch. Inhale out. Exhale as you close. Try to have the elbows aligned with your chin. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, close. Just one more. Inhale, arms out. And then you close. Inhale, arms out. And release the arms by the sides. Inhale, arms forward and up. Interlace the fingers, the unfamiliar clasp, arms up. This time, as you side bend to the right, allow your hips to move to the left. So hopefully you can feel this more on the left side of your lower back. And if you don't, that's fine. So just see what arises for you. Inhale up, and then we side bend the other way. As you go to the left, the hips go to the right. And then maybe you can dig the right heel into the earth as you lengthen here to the right side of your waist. And then all the way up, you release the arms back down. Good. Open the arms out into cactus again. From cactus, we're going to do our hitchhiker arms. So have the palms face each other, the thumbs are back towards the wall behind you. And now without moving your elbows, keep them where they are. Reach the forearms and the hands back behind you. And then the hands forward into our hanging the laundry. So keep the elbows again where they are. Internal rotation of the shoulders, the forearms dangle for a moment. Kind of a funny shape. And then inhale, arms up, hitchhiker arms, thumbs back behind you. And then hands forward, hanging the laundry. We're trying to mobilize and get into our shoulders here. So try not to pop the ribs forward as you bring the thumbs back. Keep everything contained, the front of your body. Hands forward, and then hanging the laundry down. And you release your arms. Good. Inhale the arms forward and up. Now have your right hand, we're all doing the same side, so there is a mirror image here. Right hand holding the left wrist. And for this one, bend your knees. And then the right hand is going to pull the left wrist away from that arm as you do your side bend first. And in addition to the side bend, you look down to the right toes. We're going to add a rotation. So curl yourself in as if the left fingertips could touch the floor. Now we're opening our lats. Our trapezius, the big muscles on our backs. And then hopefully again you can feel the whole left side stretching a little bit. Inhale all the way up. Same thing other side, you just switch and the left hand holds the right wrist. You start with a side bend to the left, bend your knees, and then curl the upper back, curl. Some people like to go all the way down towards the floor. You don't have to do that. Just until you get into your edge here. Good. And then from here all the way up. And we release our arms to the side. One of my favorite things to open the shoulders now is our eagle arm. So bring the right arm on top of the left. And if your shoulders are tight, you can be here, or maybe your top arm can be straight. If your hands easily clasp, this is going to be your variation. So wherever you are, inhale the elbows up, let the shoulder blades move up away from the spine. And then as you exhale, elbows down. So as you do all of this, awareness to pressing the forearms towards each other. And then as the elbows go down, feel the shoulder blades docking back into the back of your ribs. And do this one more time, all the way up. And then all the way down. Now guys, stay here, bend your knees. And imagine you're doing a standing cat pose as you curl your upper back and you bring your chin towards your chest. This is a particularly good one to get into our rhomboids, the muscles that live in between the shoulder blades. So you squeeze the forearms together and reach the forearms forward. Just one more big breath. And then slowly press the feet down and unravel the arms. Give it a shake. And let's do the other side. Now your left arm goes on top. So choose your variation mindfully. Maybe this is your tight shoulder, so you need to give yourself more space. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, elbows down. So everything we do with focus, with control, paying attention to what's going on in your body, we always need to modify. We all have different bodies. And then elbows down. And then guys, bend the knees one more time, curling your upper backs. Squeezing the forearms together and reach those forearms forward as the back of your heart moves back. You can even dangle the head here. So broadening through the upper back. One last breath. And then we release. And arms by your sides, give it a shake. Okay, hopefully upper back feeling a little bit warmed up. So now let's focus more on strengthening with that weight bearing. So find your diamond hands where the index and the thumbs touch. And then bring the thumbs to touch the crown of your head. So just for you to know where we want the hands to be. And then bring the arms a little bit above your head. Okay. So you can think about this as a very slow 8-count chaturanga. So let's do that. Take a breath. And as you exhale, separate the fingers, claw the air into 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. You should be feeling that your hands, your forearms, your upper arms, and the shoulder blades are working a lot. See if you can hold, sustain this maximum contraction, and then you release the arms. One more time. Index, middle finger touch. Index touch and then the thumbs touch. Crown of the head again. And then bring your hands a little bit up. And now a little bit in front of you. So we're just changing the angle of the muscles here. Spread the fingers. Inhale. And then slow chaturanga. You're clawing the air. With control, bringing those arms down. Imaginary count of 8. And then notice if one of your arms squeezes in more than the other. Hopefully, both of the shoulder blades know how to wake up as you do this. And when the elbows land very close to the waist, you pause. Lengthen up through the spine. You breathe in here. And then you release the hands back down. Okay, one more thing. Bring the arms straight up towards the ceiling. Imagine you're at the gym. I know some of you do not like to go to the gym. So hold, we're going to do an imaginary pull-up. So hold the imaginary bar here. Take a breath. And as you exhale, pull it down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Hold that bar. Try to pull yourself up on 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So let's do that on a half sun salutation flow. So inhale, arms up. As you exhale, arms to the sides and down towards the blocks. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow over your legs. Inhale, arms to the sides and all the way up, folding the palms. As you exhale, hands to heart. Let's do our standing chaturanga. Do your diamond fingers, crown of the head, a little bit up. Inhale. Exhale, going down chaturanga. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Inhale, arms. And exhale down to the blocks. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow over your legs. Drop your head. Inhale, arms to the sides and all the way up. As you exhale, hands down to the heart. Let's do a pull-up. Inhale, arms. Hold it up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms down. Inhale, arms to the sides and up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Have your weight more on the balls of your feet. And exhale, bow over the legs again. Inhale, arms to the sides and all the way up. As you exhale, bring your hands to the heart. Find your diamond fingers, crown of the head, a little bit up and a little bit forward. Inhale. As you exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale all the way down. Breathe into the back of your legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow over. Inhale, arms to the sides. We go all the way up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart. Inhale, arms forward and up again. Pull yourself down, elbows to the sides on 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the arms. Now we're going to do our standing chaturanga, one arm at a time. So bring only the right arm up as if it was in that diamond position. Inhale. And as you exhale, only the right arm going down slowly. Imaginary count of 8. And as you do this, tune into that right shoulder blade hugging in towards the spine, stabilizing everything and all those muscles waking up. So when you pause all the way down to the bottom, imagine that your right elbow, there's a block in between the right elbow and the right side of your waist, and you're hugging that block in. You do not want to drop that block. So maybe even close the eyes, tune into the musculature of the upper back on the right side, really activating. And then you release that arm down. So hopefully when you release the arm, you feel a little bit tired, hopefully. And then the left arm goes up, same thing other side. Now we are just doing one at a time. And then claw the air and slowly bringing that arm down. Your forearms are engaged, upper arm, but especially the whole shoulder girdle here working to stabilize. You pause when the elbow goes kind of close to the waist, and an imaginary block, you hug that block in. Imagine it's a wooden block and it's very heavy. And then the more you squeeze the left inner shoulder blade towards the spine, the more you can wake up those muscles. One more breath. Let them get tired and then release. Oh, good. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down towards the blocks. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow over your legs. Inhale, arms to the sides and all the way up, folding the palms. And then the hands down towards the heart. Good. Let's put this into a couple of standing sequences. So you can bring your blocks to the front of your mat. And on the front of your mat, bend the knees, hands to hips, and step the right leg back into a high lunge. If today is the day you need to be more stable, shorten your stance and do a mini warrior one stance. So really your choice, high lunge or mini warrior one. I need to be more stable today, so I'm gonna keep my mini warrior one. Inhale, arms forward and up. As you exhale, do your lat pull on 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms. Inhale, arms up. Do the diamond shape, elbows bent, and then slowly to the sides on that count of 8. Lifting the chest, engaging both sides. Lift, lift, lift. And then pause, just like we did before. Can you squeeze the right shoulder blade in more? And then release. Squeeze the left shoulder blade. And then release. Hands to hips, lean forward. Actually, hands down towards the floor. And bring yourself down into hands and knees. So hands and knees. Have the index finger straight forward. And then you're spreading all of the fingers as if they were slices of pie. And then press the hands down just like you did standing with the fingers. Claw your yoga mat. When you claw the yoga mat, see if you can wake up the forearms and the arms. And then can you squeeze the shoulder blades towards the spine and then down towards the hips. And notice how the whole back just woke up. Hopefully that's what you're feeling. And if that's not, just stay with it. We're going to wake up those muscles with this little sequence. So clawing the yoga mat, arm bones hug towards each other, shoulder blades down the back. Hug the navel, hug your ribs. Now you guys stretch the right leg back into a calf stretch. You're not going to get a calf stretch because we're focusing on upper body. Now see if nothing, don't change anything in the upper body, your hips. And can we step with the left leg up into our plank position? So our arms are working a lot to stabilize. Shoulder blades are hugging in and also moving down towards the hips. Keep reaching the heels back. Let it shake a little bit. You have one more breath. And then the right knee down and left knee down. Knees together, walk the hands back. And let's do a wrist stretch. So one of your hands forward. And then the other hand holds like this, opening the top of the left wrist. Couple breaths here. And then give it a shake. Now your right hand goes forward, opening the top of the right wrist. So one thing is doing this sequence standing, just trying to wake up the muscles. When we start to bring our hands to the wall and to the floor and change the relationship to gravity when we have more weight on our hands, we really need those muscles to work for us. Otherwise, muscles that should not be working are really going to try to help the whole thing to stabilize. And that can lead into wrist injury and underuse of very important muscles. And then give it a shake. We're going to step into plank one more time. So coming to hands and knees, index fingers forward. And even if you know plank, see if you can go through the motions here so you understand a little bit better what that upper back needs to be doing. Claw the yoga mat with the fingers. Look at your upper arm bones. Can you hug them towards each other? They're not going to move in space. They just wake up. And then also the shoulder blades hug towards each other and go down towards the hips. Now that you're super stable, it's the left leg that goes back. Keep pressing those hands down and then the right leg goes up. Stay in your plank. This is pretty challenging for a lot of us. Just holding this shape. We got gravity pressing us down, but we're pressing gravity up. Always nice to hug the front abdominals in, the bottom ribs in, as we press your hands down. One more breath. And then slowly right knee down and then left knee down. For this one, you guys, keep the hands where they are. You can soften the fingers. Walk the knees a little bit back into a modified child's pose. You can curl the toes under. Sitting bones may or may not touch the heels, just to give our backs a break. One more breath. And then slowly bring yourselves up. And let's walk the feet towards the front of your mat. Slide the hands to the blocks, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, bow over your legs. Inhale, arms to the sides and up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart. Bend the knees. Let's do the other side. Now it's the left leg that goes back into a high lunge or mini warrior one. It's your choice. Inhale, arms forward and up. Let's do our lat pull down on 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Inhale, arms up. Do your diamond hands. And then slowly, on a count of 8, you can also imagine a cat scratch, a cat with the claws on the wall, slowly going down, holding on for dear life. Lift, 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 lift. And then when you get the elbows here, squeeze the left side a little bit more. Feel that. And release. And now you squeeze the right shoulder blade in. And release. Good. This time, hands down to the blocks and step forward, forward, forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, bow over your legs. Inhale, arms to the sides and all the way up. And as you exhale, hands to heart. One more sequence. Bend the knees. Step the right leg back. Let's do warrior 2 legs. So take a moment to find your warrior 2. And again, if everything feels okay in your hips and your legs, you have a nice wide stance. If today is a day you need more containment, you can have a shorter stance. Make sure the back toes are angled in. And then settle it into warrior 2. Remember, the hips are not going to be square and the hips are going to be on a diagonal. Let's do a lat pull. Inhale up and pull it down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Inhale, arms. And then do your diamond fingers. For this one, let's do a little bit in front of your head. Inhale. Exhale slowly down. Engaging all of that upper body. So this is proof that we don't have to be weight bearing to work our upper bodies. And you release the hands back down. Open up warrior 2. And then slowly cartwheel the hands towards the front foot. Back heel goes up. You square the hips towards the front of your mat. The back knee goes down. And then the left knee goes down. One more time, let's start in our all fours position. So first, we're stepping into plank now. We're going to do our little push-ups. So start with the shoulders right above the wrists. The knees can be together if you need more stability. Claw with the fingers, claw your yoga mat, squeeze the upper arms together, shoulder blades in place. Take a breath. And then slowly you bend the elbows, you prepare yourself forward as if you're doing a chaturanga, and then you go back up. Let's do 2 more. Oh, about halfway down. And then up, shoulder blades are strong, belly's in, you're still in your Tadasana. And now leave your hands where they are, soften the fingers, walk the knees back. A brief child's pose, modified child's pose. So in this pose, our yoga push-ups, you will feel that the biceps, the muscles in that upper arm, they are going to work, but I also want you guys to feel that it's the shoulder blades that are stabilizing to help you do this. So let's do one more round. Shoulders start right above the wrists. Claw your yoga mat. Squeeze the upper arm bones, and you might even think about bringing the elbow creases forward towards the front of your mat and see if that helps you get the shoulder blades down the back. Hug the navel, your ribs in. Keep that contained as if you're doing Tadasana. And then you bend the elbows halfway, and then you go up. If going halfway is too much, then don't go. Just do about a third of the way. Good. And we got one more. And then up. Whew. Back into child's pose for a moment. Take a breath here. And then back into hands and knees. And slowly step forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, bow over your legs. Inhale, arms to the sides and all the way up. And you bring your hands to the heart. Good. Bend your knees. And let's do the other side. Now your left leg goes back. Find your warrior 2 on this side. And what I think is very helpful for you guys to see is have the back view of the shoulders so you can see what the shoulders are doing. So start in your warrior two pose here. Simple, same thing we've been doing all class. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, pull down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And inhale, arms up. Do your diamond fingers a little bit in front of your head. We inhale, and then slowly on that count of 8, clawing the air like a scared cat, coming into the sides of the waist. You pause. Can we hug the left side in a little bit more? Exaggerate that for a moment and release. And can we hug the right side in and release? Good. Open the arms. We cartwheel the hands on either side of the foot. Back heel comes up. Square the hips to the blocks. Back knee down. Right knee down. Come to seated. Just after all of that, let's unwind with a nice side bend. You can stay cross-legged. This is a side bend, so left forearm towards the floor. The right hip can come off the floor. The right arm goes up. And you do your side bend to the left. Kind of opening those back muscles. So all of that engagement, letting go of that, letting go of your neck. And just like we did standing, can you curl the upper back a little bit? And then you look up and you curl it down. Inhale all the way up. Let's do the other side. When you do the side bend, the other hip hikes. It's okay. So just do that side bend, and as you get into the side bend, maybe the left hip descends. And you're looking down, you curl the upper back, getting to those lats. And we look up, we curl up. And then last time, rolling in. And then rolling up. And then all the way up. Do spider fingers like this next to you so you're nice and tall. And stay nice and tall. Release the hands to the thighs and close your eyes for a moment. And notice all the work that you did to wake up those muscles underneath the blades. More awareness, perhaps more warmth into that part of your body. And then fold the palms in front of the heart. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.